Hello everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of PropTech Mavericks, powered by Habytat and Real Quantum Tech Limited, Dubai and India. I'm your host Harini and I'm thrilled to have you joining us today. We have got an amazing guest lined up, someone who has been shaping the future of digital transformation in real estate and beyond. Let me tell you a bit about him before we dive in. Today, we are joined by Mr. Aditya Divakar, a powerhouse technology leader with more than 2 decades of experience leading innovation, enterprise IT strategies, and major digital transformation initiatives across global markets. His journey started with the Entity Data Group, followed by impactful roles as SAP Senior Consultant and APAC IT Program Manager at Polaris, where he drove major technology rollouts across international regions. He then brought his expertise into the real estate world at Brigade Group, where he led digital initiatives that completely elevated operational efficiency and customer experience. Now, as the Chief Information Officer of DN Group, he continues to push the boundaries of PropTech, blending automation, data analytics, and enterprise systems to build the future of real estate. He's truly a visionary who connects tech and real estate in a very few way and also a very impactful way. Mr. Aditya, we are super excited to have you here. Welcome to PropTech Mavericks.
Thank you, Harini, and thank you, PropTech Mavericks, for having me here. Really appreciate it.
Mr. Aditya, let's start at the beginning. You have had this amazing journey from IT consulting to real estate technology leadership. Could you share how this transformation evolved?
Well, at the start and onset of it, I have always been a very passionate IT person at heart. I started as a mechanical engineer in a foundry, but ended up being in IT and in the world of SAP because I fell in love with the process and digital piece associated with that. Now I have been working across different industry vertical. I would say around 12 to 13 industry vertical in my last 22 years of career, and one basic reason why I have been able to move between industries is because I have not been very industry agnostic. I have felt technology has to be neutral, and based on that, there has to be an openness for acceptance and adoption across industries. And ultimately, the idea was to bring about a change, and this is why there has always been, this thing that industry is not actually the main thing. It's about what you're learning and how you are able to bring about a change. And with that thought process, I have moved on, and that's why I have been in the last 6 years, I have contributed too much to the real estate industry as well.
That's really insightful. Okay, thinking back to your early days, what key learnings from your corporate and technological roles helped you succeed in real estate sector? What has improved in those sectors?
See, I have worked across sectors. As I said, I was earlier in consulting in my days at Entity Data, and thanks to the wonderful experience, I have traveled around the world meeting clients, working on projects, which gave me a clarity on how stakeholder management is required and what needs to be done. And this has helped me tremendously. In fact, some of the projects were really projects which were in a worse state, and my target was that I had to bring it to the good state, which kind of evaporated any fear in me in accepting of new assignments and projects, and that gave me a lot of confidence. It boosted my confidence in terms of driving around the change, at least in a digital form, right? Apart from this, I think what success mantra I'm using is mostly in real estate is around customer experience. Vendor, see, 60%, 70% of our sales in real estate is done through channel partners. So partner ecosystem is extremely important for us, given their contribution. And I try to drive experiences through digital pieces for vendor, ensuring their learning, ensuring their availability of information is easy, and reaching a wider audience, right, through various platforms and mobile apps. That is also something which is also helping real estate. Yeah, these are some things which I'm doing. You see, ultimately at the end of it, three things you have to keep in mind. What is the profit you are trying to help generate? What is the productivity change you are bringing? And it should be positive. And how you are building improved efficiency into the system. These things actually drive the entire thing. These are my learnings as well.
So you have been part of the real estate digital wave, right? So from ERP implementation to PropTech innovations, how have you seen technology adoption evolve in real estate over the last decade?
See, I think real estate has always been this last piece of the industry who was actually not very technology friendly, and there was more manual things. It's not because people wanted it, but it's because the industry, at least in India or anywhere across developed countries, they demanded that because the agencies, the various governmental agencies, they were not that digital friendly, right? I would say today we still have wet signatures given prominence over digital signatures, right? So that is how technology has evolved, and because of this challenge, the technology has not come into real estate at all. Now, what was the game changer was that when COVID struck us, and this happened, COVID happened while I was at Brigade. So I know the acceptance of the real estate proprietors or the owners changed. They said that, hey, I am not able to do business sitting at home. So how do I do that? And that's where IT started getting prominence. They started thinking, okay, I cannot be in a silo just because I am locked up in my home. So let me start looking out of avenues to reach out to various customers of all ages. So this was one of the changing fact. The second point was that we are working towards a generation which is very mobile and digital friendly generation, right?
Yeah.
Everyone is on Instas and WhatsApps of the world. So it is very needed that the company should also adapt to those technologies or adopt those technologies in order to disseminate information to the or reach out to the audience which is there. So I think these two factors drive the entire mindset change in real estate.
So that's a good point, Aditya. So, and how do you think developers today can leverage IT and data-driven insights for faster decision making and higher ROI?
See, we today the insights which we are using across various technologies. First of all, we need to have the right technology and processes in place. Process being more important than technology. And once we have this, we have to define the KPIs which are driving those insights. And once you define it, you will know exactly what is that you need, what information you need to drive those competitive decisions or informed decision making can happen because you have those insights with you. So that is going to help. In fact, if you ask me what kind of insights will help, then I would say insights to uncover new opportunities, right? In terms of business and space, maybe start predicting risk, doing mitigations, right? Maybe start using analytics to define a benchmark on the property value. Maybe use analytics to understand where the competition is going and what's the trend building around it, and maybe start building, start identifying areas where potential revenue can be generated, at least in terms of locality and geographies across wherever the real estate player is dealing. These things definitely is going to be game changers and keep you ahead of the competition.
Okay, so thinking about the insights also from past 2 decades, so what challenges did you face while driving tech adoptions and how did you overcome resistance to change?
From respect to real estate?
Yes.
So, see, the major challenge in real estate is the employee base, which is there, is always they are a very loyal lot. They have been there for years together, and they have seen the company grow. They are average age would be around 40 years, 35 to 40. Now, at this age group, it is slightly difficult to drive around a change, and acceptance is limited. So, if you ask me what are the top challenges which I have faced, probably around acceptance, adoption of technologies, right? Driving adoption, which is a challenge always, right? Because many of the engineers, civil engineers, they are at site. So now, whatever you're doing, you have to ensure that you have to have several training sessions and things like that to take this forward. And of course, the mindset to release funds, right, from the proprietors and all that. I was very thankful the brigade under Mr. Jaishankar and Pavitra Shankar, Nirupa Shankar. They have been very, very open in terms of allocating funds for an IT digital change. And I'm again thankful that now that I've joined DN Group, Mr. Jagdish Nayak, Ratnamala Swain, the director, they are very, very open to any kind of digital initiative and are always open for providing support and in terms of fund, right? So these things are very needed for bringing about a change. And these are generally the challenge which a team goes through, especially on digital transformation.
Absolutely. And in your view, what are the biggest opportunities technology offers developers today, especially in enhancing customer experience and operational efficiency?
See, I think the biggest thing is the play of AI, right, in real estate.
Yes.
In fact, when I was in brigade, we had made. I was part of the AI, team, and I understand there were already 18 to 19 use cases around AI, which we have built, right, using technology, which made life easier, which gave information and improved the experience to the next level. In fact, customer experience can be improved using agentic AI bots and areas where information can come to them faster. AR VR technology is catching up fast. Drone surveys, we know the advantage of having drone surveys in real estate because we have acres of property and you need to keep a track on what's happening. You need to also do a measurement when you are starting the construction, and from time to time you also need to report progress. So drones, again, using cameras are which have AI, are extremely important. Same thing applies for retail also, right? We were in retail, we have malls. So malls also will do great when they have AI driven cameras which are monitoring safety, security, and reports.
As Chief Information Officer, aligning IT investments with business strategy is crucial, right? So how do you approach this? Be deliverable measures value for the organization?
See, it's very simple. Like if I am a proprietor and I'm running my business and I have IT supporting me, the first thing which you have to keep in mind is the team has to be transparent. And as a CIO, my role is to have a roadmap defined at the onset of it. When I joined DN Group, I have done a similar thing. I have built a 30-day, 90-day, 180-day, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years roadmap. I have told what interventions required, how I will do, and I'm also trying to build a vision on top of it, right? Also, what is to be done by any business leader is to have an outcome-based approach where it can be measured from time to time on what you have invested and what ROI you have given, right? And then probably most important is keeping the management abreast with updates, good news, bad news, both together, and building a transparent relationship with the board and the management. This is extremely important.
And looking into your journey, I want to add up here a question like fostering collaboration between business and tech teams can be tricky, right? So what's your approach to ensuring smooth teamwork in large-scale real estate projects?
You are right. I mean, see, in real estate, there is not a projectized structure It's always a matrix structure where you have cross-functional team who you end up working with. So I think more important is four things. One is ensuring that there is enough and more communication to remove any lacunas which are created due to misunderstanding. Second is ensuring your team members are empowered to carry out those discussions so that they are not stuck in the bureaucratic way of approvals, right? Number three is having a good rapport with your business partners, extremely important, especially when you are going to them for approvals and all that, right? And fourth is building a common platform of engagement with all the teams, having reviews in the right place so that their bosses and people who are in important stakeholders are aware of what's happening, which is again important. See, half the issues which happen between business and tech teams is because of communication gap. So I think that is very important.
Okay. So, this whole podcast is like PropTech Mavericks in, the real estate digital industry. So the thing is, now, which innovations are you most excited about, and how do you see them shaping the future of PropTech?
See, I think there is, as I told you earlier, AI has a lot to do in real estate. There's a lot we can achieve through AI. Of course, it's the buzzword. I think, it's there more than what we want. So we hear it very often now. But having said that, AI definitely will be, something which you'll have to watch out for. Hyper personalized customer experience, very, very much need of the hour, because if you have a product range from 1 CR to 45 CR, your customers are not going to the same, the different segments will be different. So personalized customer experiences go a long way in getting changing a no to a yes in terms of reality, I would say, right? Apart from that, I would say analytics has a big role to play, right? Predictive analytics, as you are saying, is using AI and using, Power BI or any of the tools which are there in the market in a right way is very important. There are several platforms which are available today, which we can use, right? And of course, you have always automation with the use of RPAs of the world, Internet of Things, especially in malls, especially in bringing automation in access control, bringing automation in how lifts work around real estate commercial spaces. These are some things which are very exciting, and a lot is happening around the industry around these things. In fact, I get to see a lot of demos around these areas, and I think definitely these are going to be very, very big in the coming days.
So adding to that, do you see the future chief information officer in real estate as more of a digital business enabler rather than just a technology head?
Absolutely. I think the future CIO, I would say, has to be very, very business process oriented. They should know. In fact, when I was in brigade, I had coined the term of not a architect, but more from a business architect perspective, right? Who is trying to visualize business process and then bring about IT. So it's very important for the CIO to leverage technology to drive growth, innovation, and then bring about a competitive advantage to the business.
So advice for aspiring professional like us, like you have worked across continents and industries, what advice would you give to aspiring CIOs and young professionals who want to lead digital transformation in real estate?
It's very important that we have to be patient when it comes to digital transformation. So anyone who is engaged in a digital transformation has to be patient, has to be empathetic towards the employee, because most of them, they shun away from digital transformation not because technology is not great, but because of insecurities which they develop. that, oh, because you are getting this, I will lose my job. So it's very important for anyone doing the digital transformation or working in the tech industry has to be empathetic towards business and use a softer hand to bring about a change. Use the mantra of learning and innovation to the best use to bring about change. What we did in Brigade was we worked very closely with L&D team to bring about a learning and development curriculum using technology where they can use their mobile to learn, and it was a great success, right? We used to do something like tech bites and small simple tricks and tips to improve your productivity using day-to-day tech. So these things add a lot of value and will improve the acceptance of the business to your digital transformation initiative, which is extremely important for success.
Okay. So one last question. As India rapidly embraces digital transformation in real estate, how do you see platforms like Habytat and other PropTech solutions helping developers enhance efficiency, decision making, and customer satisfaction?
I think as I told you, the PropTech industry is itself going through a upward trend. Given that real estate is going to grow to at least 3x, 4x until 2030. Even Brand Equity Foundation also claims this, that we will hit $1 trillion. So when the industry is growing, definitely there is a lot of opportunity areas to play for likes of Habitat and other PropTech solutions. Definitely there is a lot of innovation happening. In fact, when I was in Brigade, I happened to also work closely with Reap, which is a PropTech solution. They more like mentors for upcoming PropTech, and they nurture them. And we have seen a lot of growth in the way people are thinking, right, on infrastructure, on commercial business practices, on new ways to build, right? Whether it's digital twin, whether it's 3D printing, whether it's building management systems. You talk about it, people are actually started looking at it. So I think definitely there is a lot of scope, a lot of opportunities for Habitat and other PropTech solutions to help the industry grow better and bigger.
So thank you so much, Mr. Aditya, for sharing your remarkable journey from global IT transformation to shaping the digital backbone of real estate. Your insights truly bridge the best of both the worlds, technology and business impact.
Thank you.
So to our listeners, stay tuned for more inspiring conversations of PropTech Mavericks, where industry leaders decode the digital future of real estate. This is Harni signing off from House of Habitat. Until next time.